Ethan, a curious 12-year-old boy, lived in a small town near the Darkwood forest. The townspeople feared the Darkwood, especially the infamous widow's tree at its center. Legends said the tree was cursed, that it trapped the souls of anyone who ventured too close. But Ethan didn't believe in these stories. He was adventurous and loved exploring places others avoided. One day, after a fight with his parents, Ethan ran away into the Darkwood. As he ventured deeper into the forest, it grew darker and eerier. The tall trees blocked out most of the sunlight, and the air was filled with the scent of damp earth. The deeper he went, the more he felt the presence of the forest watching him. Shadows flickered at the edges of his vision, and strange whispers seemed to follow him. Before long, he realized he was lost. As night fell, Ethan's fear grew. The forest was now pitch black, with only the sounds of rustling leaves and distant howls breaking the silence. Just as he was about to give up hope, he stumbled into a clearing, and there it was, the widow's tree. The tree was enormous, its twisted branches reaching out like skeletal hands. Its bark was black as coal, and eerie carvings glowed faintly in the dark. Despite its frightening appearance, Ethan felt drawn to it. As he got closer, a strange thing happened. The cold, dark bark began to soften, and a warm, gentle light glowed from within the tree. A hollow opened at its base, revealing a small wooden chest. Ethan opened the chest and found an old journal inside. The cover read, "Beloved." Curious, he began to read. The journal belonged to a woman named Eleanor, who had lived in the village long ago. She loved a kind man named Rowan, who was a skilled woodworker. Rowan had a deep respect for the forest, and he and Eleanor planned to marry. But Rowan fell gravely ill, and no doctor could save him. In desperation, Eleanor sought out the widow's tree, which was said to have magical powers. The tree agreed to save Rowan, but only by binding his spirit to the forest. Eleanor, heartbroken, agreed, and Rowan's soul was tied to the tree, saving his life, but trapping him in the forest forever. The villagers didn't understand Eleanor's sacrifice and began to fear the tree, spreading rumors that it was cursed. Over time, the true story was forgotten, and only the tale of the cursed widow's tree remained. As Ethan finished reading, he realized the tree wasn't evil, but was a symbol of love and sacrifice. The faces he had seen in the bark were not souls trapped in torment, but memories of those drawn to the tree's tragic beauty. The whispers were the voices of the forest, mourning a love that could never be fulfilled. Ethan felt a deep connection to the tree and the forest. He knew he could leave and return home, but he decided to stay. He would live in the Darkwood, not out of fear, but out of love for the place that held such deep secrets. Ethan became the guardian of the widow's tree, ensuring that the true story of Eleanor and Rowan would never be forgotten. Moral: the story teaches us that fear often hides the truth. When we look beyond our fears, we can find beauty, love, and understanding in even the darkest places.